Hi guys! This is actually gonna be my third attempt at recording this video. I spent my first attempt wandering around the town where I live with my GoPro mounted on a long pole. Remember those videos I did this summer from my summer cruise? I'm thinking especially of the one from Flensborg. I really wanted to bring you guys into the center of the city, but I didn't, because wandering around with a camera mounted on a giant pole talking to myself, it just doesn't come natural to me. But I really want to be able to do that at some point in the future, so I thought I'd better start practicing. And it turns out I need a lot of practice. My second attempt was on day 2 of the trip from Randers to Skive, and if you've seen that video, I don't think I need to go into any detail about why that didn't turn out great. And that brings us to this third attempt, and I can't possibly see why this video shouldn't turn out okay. Knock on wood. Hey, that's the great thing about being in a boat, there's wood all around. I wanted to take a few moments to tell you about why I've decided to move Obelix to the marina here in Skive. It is a logical question, considering that the new marina here in Skive is actually more expensive and further from my house. It turns out that it's actually twice as expensive and twice the distance. So why would I want to move Obelix to another marina that's further away and more expensive? There are several reasons, and I guess the first one is that I really like the marina here in Skive, and the people up here seem very friendly. About 1.5 years ago I bought Obelix from a family here in Skive, and I spent a week here preparing her to sail her back to Randers. And all the people I met were very, very friendly. The other, and this is the main reason, is that Skive allows liveaboards. Yeah, that's right, I said liveaboards. I want to see if I can handle living aboard. This all ties into my hopes and dreams for the future, and I'll get back to those in just a second. Now, I have no doubt that I could live aboard here in Denmark in the summer, but the real challenge is going to be the winter. It does get pretty cold here, and I'm concerned about keeping warm and the amount of condensation, and if I can get my daily routines to run smoothly, you know, doing laundry and cooking and so on. I don't know if my boat is too small to live aboard, and I don't know what it's going to be like to be in such a small space with my dog on a permanent basis. But I'll find out, and I'll do a few videos to show you guys how I'm coping with the challenges, and I guess you should look for those sometime in January or February. Why do I want to see if I can handle living aboard? Moving aboard and selling my house would allow me a high degree of freedom, and it would allow me to save up money to go cruising for an extended period of time. Like so many others, I dream of sailing to faraway places with crystal blue water and perpetual sunshine. Actually, I dream of sailing to colder places too. At the very top of my list is crossing the Atlantic to the Caribbean, going up the east coast of the US, and through the Northwest Passage. Sure, this is just a dream of mine, and it might not come true, but I've come to the realization that what makes me happy isn't having a wife and 2.4 kids, a big house and a fancy car. Actually, I think it's the complete opposite of that. Freedom, both personal and financial. Now, I'm not a rich guy, so selling my house and getting rid of the mortgage and all of the other expenses associated with having a house would be a really big step in the right direction. As for personal freedom, I would love to have someone to go cruising with, but it seems really hard to find women that are into that kind of lifestyle. I guess the old saying about a girl in every port is false advertising, or I wouldn't be single. So I may need to do most of my cruising single-handed, and I think that's going to be fine, because I enjoy being alone, and I'm never really lonely as such. So yeah, I guess only time will tell if I'm able to handle the psychological and physical demands of sailing single-handed for long distances. I'm very excited to see what it's like living aboard. it's kind of a nervous excitement because whether or not I can handle living aboard is going to dictate when or even if I can go long distance cruising. I may need a bigger boat, or I may not like it at all. Now my friend Alfie over at Life is Like Sailing, he lives aboard his boat in Vancouver, and the temperatures there are basically the same as here in Denmark. I think their average temperature for January is like 1 degree higher. It's basically the same. And his boat is only 4 feet bigger than mine, and he seems to enjoy it very much. But still, that's no guarantee that I can handle it. And yeah, it's an exciting time. So if you guys have got any kind of advice for me, I would love to hear it. So please leave a comment down below. January and February are the 2 coldest months here in Denmark, and I think that makes them ideal for my little test. And like I mentioned, I'll do a few videos to document my experience, and I look very much forward to sharing those with you guys. And that's it for this time, guys. As always, feel free to leave a comment, and if you haven't already, please click subscribe. See you!